Hi guys, this is Joe. I just wanted to put this video up to give a heads up, specifically with regards to non-engineering electrical tutoring services, because this information that I'm putting up is for informational purposes only. It's just general information to give people a heads up on the following topics. So do not use this for anything else, but just getting a heads up. So with that said, this video is going to be for those that are getting out of the military, that have military qualifications, and they're going to be going back to their home of record or their new happy home, whatever that's located. But one of the things that I was subjected to when I rotated out was a lot of my qualifications in the military were not recognized by those in the civilian sector. I'm going to do a video about this in the not so distant future. We will talk about this only because there's a lot of information you need to know about. So for those folks that just graduated the happy high school, or those that went back, got their GEDs, or those that decided to say, hey, you know what, I want to go into the electrical profession, this video is for you. Yes. For those folks that manage logistics, materials, project management, possibly inspections, stuff like that, this guy is definitely for you. I think the thing is that it really comes down to those who are out in the field and those that want to be in the happy office. So figure out where you'd like to be as you move forward in this wonderful profession. That's going to lead to a lot of things that will make life either more fun and exciting or a little bit more, let's say, it can be difficult. So these components or these apparatus that are typically found within systems, the thing is that once they're installed, it's not installed and then we'll see when it breaks. Sometimes a lot of people look at it like that, and that's not advisable. But I got to give a hat tip to you guys for watching this video on the basis that what you're doing is really a lot of kudos to you, and here's why. You're going out of your way to learn this information because you want to be in the electrical trade, the professional trades, and you're trying to do it right. And you're sitting there trying to figure out, what can I expect? How does this work? Where does it go? How complex and how frustrating is this going to be? And I think the bigger issue comes down to the facts of, let's figure out the best way for you to hit it. And what I mean by that is, there's a topic that comes up randomly. And that topic is, a lot of people don't understand where the components, how the apparatus, how the systems actually work within a location or a facility or what have you. And let me just take a second here. You're dealing with components that are in a system that have either failed or you're putting brand new ones in, but the objective is to make sure that these components match the parameters of operation. Now, here's how this works. You're telling the manufacturer, I want a certain component that's going to be able to handle this min and this max of this value, a min and max of that value, a min and max of that value. That manufacturer will say, hey, Tony, hey, we got the best component just for you. Here's how that works. Have a nice day. And what I'm getting at is this. These components in the hierarchy of the food chain in the electrical profession, the component specifications are the most important. Okay? If you're using the right component and you've already spec'd it out, that is speccing it out. It is going into the apparatus or the system that you're setting it up and configuring to. So in the hierarchy of things, your component manufacturer specs dictate operational parameters. That is the first tier. That's the most important guy. That has to then go to the second tier and meet the requirements for the National Electrical Code, NFPA 70. The next guy that your component is going to be subjected to is authority having jurisdiction. Now that's going to be your fire marshal, building inspector, your building and safety office, your local building code office, whatever it is in your jurisdiction. But you have three different entities. And the first guy, most important, is the component operational parameters. Second guy is going to be the National Electrical Code, NFPA 70. Next guy is going to be the local building and safety office, authority having jurisdiction, and any other entity that fits within the domain of the zip code that you're working in. Please understand this, because when you do it this way, there's a chance you won't have to come back and redo the work. Redo is not advisable. Redo is not your friend. Redo means if you do it too many times, you will have to be reemployed. Your work of what you do, how well you do it, how quickly and efficiently you do it, and the professionalism and the quality of the work that you provide does many things. A, it keeps you employed. B, it shows how much of a professional you are. And I don't care if you're the apprentice. I don't care if you're the helper. I don't care if you're the journeyman, the foreman, the superintendent, the project manager. Doesn't make a bit of difference. The performance of what you bring to the table is everything. And don't let anybody say it's different, because if you're doing as best you can, you'll have no problem going down the street. Seriously, you will be regarded and respected for the caliber of the work that you do. Because every one of us, the majority of us, know that there are people that do this, and that's not advisable. And then you have those that do this, which means, did we have stock in zip ties? God, talk about an investment opportunity. That's not done right either. Nope. Yeah, yeah, positive, negative, and 4 to 20 milliamp. Yeah, that's working out well. No, that's not a correct repair either, but some people do that, and they're not as bad and as lethal as this. That's jaw-dropping in some cases, but here's the thing. Kudos to you for watching this video. Kudos to you for wanting to do the job right, because you don't want to do stuff like this. And if you're working for a company that does anything like this, there are safer and much more professional companies to be associated with. My recommendation is find the one company that, number one, has a very good training program. Number two, treats people as professionals. And number three, they get the job done safely, where all humans go home with all extremities each day. That's good. That's fun. That's exciting. But I think the bigger thing is that you need to figure out, do you want to be the guy in the facility working on systems? Do you want to be working on the motors in the facility? Or do you want to be in the field? In this case, possibly doing the preliminary instruction or construction, just setting up to see what you have to work with before they start tearing up everything and chasing the installation of new apparatus and equipment, where is it going to go and all that good stuff. But in the facilities, you will be very busy on a regular basis out in the field. Not only are you going to be very busy on a regular basis, but you're going to make a few friends. Some have no legs, some have 2 legs, some have 4 legs, some have more legs. So when you're in the field, just be advised, your head needs to be on a swivel, because as an apprentice, as a helper, as a journeyman, you need to make sure that you're watching out for all the critters that could come out and bite or otherwise chew on you. So I think the big thing for me was when I took the Myers-Briggs, when I was in the military at the time, it was a free test, and it was a career changer for me. I hope that you go out of your way to take the Myers-Briggs test. I hope that it is as impactful for me and for you as it was for me. I hope it steers you in the right direction, what makes you happiest going down the professional direction of your choice. The most important thing is that you need to understand no matter what direction you choose, no matter what profession you choose, there are going to be days that mom said, hey, it is not fun. And we all know that because we all grew up and hopefully we understand that. But if you love doing the work that you do, you will be happier and you will not quit. You will not back down. And I think the thing that really just gets me is the Myers-Briggs cleaned up, defined the direction I wanted to go professionally. But it also means that if you're the type of person that really likes painting murals, or you're the type of person that really likes doing traffic control systems, you may want to look at that. So please look for the free version of the Myers-Briggs. Please take the test that has over 75 questions. Get your 4 happy letters and make sure that you're following that recommendation. The way you take the Myers-Briggs is you get 1 question, 60 seconds, answer it as soon as you feel right. It's not right, it's not wrong. It's you answer the question based on how the question is proposed. And then at the end of the exam, they will give you 4 letters. What you need to do is find your 4 letters. From there, then you need to dial into what works for you. Again, I seriously recommend the hell out of it, because when you love what you do, it doesn't matter what the hell it is you do as long as you love it. That's what it comes down to, man. That's it. But more importantly, when you're dealing with the inept, you've got to bring your A game. You've got to hit this. And if you love what you do, then hitting these systems is going to be for you, no doubt. Be advised, this is done by professionals for professionals and under professional supervision, and it's not intended for home use. Bring your A game every day. Hit it as hard as you can every day, and I think you're going to be much happier. You got some thinking to do. You got some questions you need to sort out. But make sure that when you think what works for you, you're clear and concise on the direction you need to be going professionally. I hope I'm the guy that you decide to work with as a tutor with regards to the qualification exams or any of the questions that you have. Hey, Joe, I'm trying to sort this out. I'm trying to sort this out. Can you help out? Sure, no problem. If it's a one-time deal, no problem. We can do that. If it's a 25-time semester-long thing, we can do that. If it's a couple times or randomly on a regular basis, we can do that too. But you need to decide what your direction is, because between the ears, you know, that happy little hamster, he's going to be busy, because you're going to be doing a lot of things, but you're going to be thinking about all the stuff that you got to get done. So keep that in mind. I think the thing really comes down to when you're looking at, it doesn't matter where you are right now. It doesn't matter your long-term objective. The objective is to figure out what is the pass of least resistance, providing a clear, a concise, and a defined method of how to hit it. But the difference is you're going out of your way to hit it as the professional of the trades. That's the difference. And that's where you bring in your A game and do it every single day. So for those that are interested in moving forward, I definitely look forward to working with you. You can find me down there at wyzant.com tutors field. My name is Joe, and hopefully I'm the person that you get to work with. And other than that, look forward to seeing you in the future. And like I said, I will post that one about the military issues when you get out on the professional trade side, so that you have a heads up on what's up. So thanks, guys, and take care.